Welcome back to the House Bowling Channel. It is me and Brent, a USBC Open Championship Eagle winner. He's won this event, and we're gonna give you guys some tips and tricks to bowl better at the USBC Open Championships. And the cool thing is, we're actually here in the building where it's happening. Here are some tips and tricks on how to bowl better during the event. I brought here my tournament arsenal, which is a 6-ball arsenal when I'm flying out to Reno for the USBC Open Championships. I'm gonna start here with something a little stronger, like the Hammer Envy. It's a big asymmetric ball. I'm gonna put some surface on it. I'm gonna play towards the outside of the lane to try and dry up that outside of the lane and create some room for games 2 and 3 on the lane, just to make it a little bit easier. So this is how I would start off my team pattern, playing a little bit straighter like this. You're not looking to absolutely crush them out the gate. You're looking to just get a little bit comfortable, find the pocket, and create a spot, knowing that later on, maybe the back half of game 1 or even games 2 and 3, you'll be able to open them up. And then when I say open them up, I just mean make the lanes easier for yourselves. I would throw maybe 5 or 6 shots with this ball, and if it does look good, I would continue to throw it through game 1. But if it starts to look a little bit iffy and it starts to maybe flat 7 a bunch, or I just can't manage the pocket, I would switch to a ball like my Radical Rattler, which is a symmetric, middle of the line ball. A very versatile bowling ball that you can understand what's going on with the patterns. What should happen, I'll be able to move in a couple boards, and you'll see definitely a stronger motion down lane, but still a lot of control on the lane, which is really what you're looking for, especially in the USBC Open Championships when they are pretty hard sometimes. When you are here in Reno, we're giving away a jersey, a bowling ball, and a signed chamois, all from me, that I'm leaving here with me from this trip. All you have to do is take a picture, post it on your social media, and tag @Reno Events, and I'll give you guys some cool places to take pictures throughout this video. One of the coolest parts of the National Bowling Stadium is that eyeball and that huge glass figure that you see from the outside of the building, or you see flying into Reno, and that's right here. We are sitting in the eyeball. And if you guys want, you can tag @Reno Events on your social medias and take a picture of yourself with the eyeball to get automatically entered to win either a signed jersey, bowling ball, or chamois from myself while I'm at this trip.
For me, it's a trusty IQ Tour Solids. My benchmark, my medium ball, it's symmetrical, it's very predictable. If I was bringing out a 3-ball arsenal, I'd probably find something that was an ASIM, maybe shiny. Make sure that if I've only got 3 balls, that they're very diverse. Obviously, the more balls you bring, the more you can fill in the gaps, but that's my go-to benchmark.
So let's see you throw it a couple shots, and let's see what you think right now, what you would do with that ball.
Typically, I'm gonna start somewhere right about in between 2nd and 3rd arrow, and just try to observe the ball. Right, so I can tell that my benchmark ball speed is not gonna be enough. I know I'm gonna have to slow down, or I'm gonna have to add some surface.
Yeah,
I'm a little limited
you
in my
missed the
options
head.
today.
Yeah.
Correct, right. So
you got 10 minutes to figure it out. You missed the head pin on your first shot. What's your next move?
My next shot's gonna be slower. If I had a pad, I'd probably add a soft 1000 grit to it to try to get it to check a little bit sooner. I'm also working with my right-handed friends on my team to try to make sure we're in the same zone. That's pretty good for me. Sometimes I like to go to balls that ball actually can be too sharp for me. I need a tumble. I need it to be smooth. Typically play with a lot of surface, and again, this is how you match up, right? Some people like shiny, some people prefer to gravitate towards dull.
You think that ball might be a little too sharp for you, just like I think the Hammer Envy might be a little too smooth for me. I already roll it a lot, I throw it slower, so I tend to like sharper balls, which is where if I was bringing 6, I'd bring some sharper balls, which brings me up to my 3rd ball on the list. I'd either throw a ball like this top speed, or even the Purple Hammer Reactive. So I'd very different symmetrical solid versus asymmetrical pearl, where the top speed is going to be a ball that I can really move in and hook the lane and get a really sharp reaction. So 3 or 4 further right, it's gonna be a lot quicker. It either isn't gonna hook, or it's gonna be ridiculously sharp down lane. So hopefully we can show you that here. I threw it to the left where there would be hook game 3 if I threw surface, or if me and my other teammates who were lefties threw surface. This one isn't bouncing off the friction, and I'll just go straight to my next ball. Stop number 2, we are at the Bowling Hall of Fame inside the National Bowling Stadium, and there's all sorts of artifacts and history about bowling in general. I want you guys, again, to enter that giveaway, take a picture of something inside of this room and tag us at Reno Events on your social media. I know if I'm posting a picture in front of this bowling ball and bowling pin mosaic. Along the lines of your IQ Tour that you said was going to be sharp, this is the Purple Hammer Reactive, where it is definitely a weaker, solid, symmetric ball where it does tend to be sharp. So you can manipulate it with surface, but I'm probably going to leave it out of the box and be able to play straighter, firmer, harder speeds and stay to the left, where if I think they're good to me, I want to stay as close to it for as long as possible. So right now, I'm going to throw this one. I'm probably going to even move further left of where I started with that Hammer Envy. Try and really play up the lanes where yours didn't hook, knowing with my ball roll rolling as heavy as it is, I'm probably going to be able to play there, throwing it slower and having my ball roll be so end over end. I like to bring 4 balls that are reactive, and then I'm going to bring 1 urethane, and I'm going to bring another ball that's a spare ball. If I throw a plastic ball in league, I'm certainly not going to go to a tournament without a plastic ball. Or if I have trouble not making my ball hook, I might even go to my pro shop and say, hey, how important is bringing a spare ball? For me, it's huge. I'm not going somewhere without one unless I'm going to drill one when I'm there. So for me, a spare ball is really important. What do you think?
Depends on how comfortable you are flattening out your wrist and trying to throw it end over end and making it go straight on its own. That's typically a high-level amateur or professional move. Most people are probably going to come out with a urethane or plastic ball.
Yeah.
I would strongly encourage you to stop by, visit with your pro shop professional. If you've got a coach in your area, build a strategy with them before you go out. But know that strategies change and expectations can be dangerous. So when you come out, I love to come out a day early. I love to watch bowling for as much as I can and try to find the best bowlers in each squad, but I'm a nut like that.
Spot number 6 in the bag would be plastic. Spot number 5 is going to be urethane, and I'm going to have my 4 reactive balls that we've already gone over here. I'm going to show you this urethane ball. Shot number 1, probably going to be a little more hooked than the Purple Hammer Reactive, just because it is fresh. It's brand new. It's got a little bit of surface on it. So I'm going to move 3 or 4 right, throw it, hopefully hit the pocket here, and get a good read on what the lane's telling me to do. And that's where you saw the fresh surface gripping the lane. And urethane, I put it number 5 in the bag because it's out there on its own. You can't compare a lot to it. When you move away from urethane, you're not making a 1 or 2 board move. You might make a 1 or 2 board move and change balls and throw it slower or throw it harder. The reaction you get with urethane is going to be completely unique, so I put that all by itself. And once again, if I'm bringing 6 balls and I'm a lower speed player or a higher rev player or a player who can bring 6 balls to a tournament, I'm bringing urethane because if other people are striking with it, you cannot recreate that surface with a different ball. The third and final stopping place here during this video is the squad room. I want you guys to take a picture with your squad and tag at Reno Events on your social media for a chance to automatically be entered to win either a signed chamois, signed bowling ball, or signed jersey from me, Packy Hanrahan, here at the House Bowling. I'm actually gonna move left. Even though it hooked too much, I'm gonna move left. I think there's a little more oil out there, so I'm gonna move left, throw it a little harder, and you should see a little better ball reaction. It found the oil. I'm gonna move even further left, and I'm just gonna keep going left until I see it hook, and then I'll try and, for me, as usually the only lefty on the team, once I find a good look, I'm gonna try and camp there as long as possible, fidgeting with the hand, tweaking my move, maybe a board here or there, but really tweaking the hand and the ball speed to match up. Your wrap up to this how to prepare for the USBC Open Championships. Find a team that you like, bowl with them, throw strong balls out the gate and weaker balls later on to make the lanes a little easier for yourself, and just bring the right equipment. And most importantly, if you have a purple hammer, that's the one to throw. So thank you guys for watching. I know at the USBC Open Championships, I'm gonna bring some stronger balls up top, some weaker balls down low, and really just cover all of the bases, knowing that I'm only probably gonna use 2 or 3 balls the whole time while I'm here. So for you guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little tips and tricks video on how you guys can bowl better at the USBC Open Championships. We got an Eagle winner right here.
Shot 630, I was 4th high on the team, and I had a great time.
But that's really what it's all about. whether you win or lose, there's only going to be, 15 people that win this thing. So enjoy your time here. Hopefully you enjoy it as much as I enjoy coming out every single year with my team. You can catch me at the USBC Open Championships as well as those giveaways we mentioned earlier in the video. Don't be afraid. Click that subscribe button, follow along, and take pictures while you're here.